Hi everybody, welcome back to the Freshfield Fitness YouTube channel. Today's session I have selected 10 of the very best Tai Chi exercises that you can practice as a senior or a beginner looking to use Tai Chi as low impact gentle exercise. The session is going to start with a warm-up. We'll go through those 10 Tai Chi exercises and then finish with a nice stretch. So let's get going. Positioning our feet hip width apart with a lovely neutral posture, so lifting up through the crown. Starting with our Tai Chi warm up, we're turning our head slowly and gently to the side, keeping your breathing calm and relaxed. Moving chin to chest. You want to keep the head under control, so we're not going to be dropping it backwards or forwards. Looking to the ceiling, and we're aiming to release any stress and tension. Let's move our ear to shoulder and the other way. And roll our shoulders around in a big circle, again aiming to release any stress and tension and any stiffness that we hold in our upper body. Next is my favourite, knocking on the door of life. Let's bend our knees slightly and then turn from the waist, swinging the arms freely. We're loosening the body, we're warming up again, trying to release any stiffness, any tension. And as you get a little bit warmer, do turn a little bit further and just get that body mobilized. Keeping the knees bent slightly and drawing big circles with our hips one way and then the other. Scooping the arms up to reach high up to the ceiling. We're inhaling as the arms come up and then bringing the arms down slowly and exhaling as the arms come down. And apologies, I've cut my hands off the top of the screen, but I do alter this a bit later. Wonderful, feeling nice and warmed up. We're going to start with our 10 best Tai Chi exercises. And you must all let me know in the comments below which one is your favourite. Remember, we're lifting up through the crown, keeping that posture nice. We're grounding our feet to the floor, spreading our roots. Our first movement is opening stance, sometimes known as QiGong, regulating the breath. We are breathing in as the arms rise to shoulder height and breathing out as we bring the hands down and sink into horse stance. Remember, your knees are traveling in the direction of our toes and we're just keeping that knee bend to wherever feels good for us. Our second movement is stroking the horse's mane. So we want to hold a big chi ball with one hand on top of the other. We're stroking that imaginary horse. We're coming up with the other hand to hold our mirror and bringing the hands back round so we can repeat. I'm moving my weight from horse stance over to side bow and turning the waist to follow that striking hand. And our breathing is breathing in as we're stroking the horse and breathing out as we are holding the mirror. Let's turn the chi ball over so that we can repeat it on the other side. And as a modification, of course, remember you don't have to hold the knee bend, you don't have to transfer the weight, just leave the legs straighter and more upright, reducing that pressure and challenge for the legs if that suits you better. Let's repeat all that again. Moving our feet to stand with our feet together, we're moving on to our third Tai Chi exercise, which is archer draws the bow and shoots the arrow. Stepping out to a wide stance to the side, bringing the hands to cross hands. I'm sinking into my horse stance and shooting the bow. Lots of focus on that arrow. Bringing the hands round to cross hands and stepping in. Let's repeat that on the other side. Our breathing is breathing in as we draw the bow and then breathing out as we sink into that horse stance to shoot the arrow. And we want a really lovely straight line all the way from that bent elbow and across the chest and through the arm to the shooting arrow, really opening the chest. Continuing on to Tai Chi exercise number 4, Undulating Waves. I'd like you to set up into bow stance facing the corner. We want both feet flat on the floor, about 70% of the weight forwards in bow stance. Breathing the arms up, we're rocking in and we're pushing forwards in a big wave motion, like we are moving our hands through water. The transfer of weight is about 70% of the weight forwards, and then 100% into that back leg. We'll need to bend that back knee and lift up the toe to do a full transfer of weight. And you can notice that I'm turning my waist to really get an extra power through for this push, following the hands and feeling the flow. And our breathing in as the hands come forwards and breathing out as the hands move back. Let's repeat that on the other side. Taking our feet into a wider stance now for Tai Chi exercise number 5, cloud hands. Transferring the weight over from side bow across through horse stance and to side bow with the other side. And our hands are coming across the body, holding that mirror and watching that top hand. Both hands turn to do a wave, and then we swap position and repeat. We want to be visualizing our hands waving through clouds or pushing our way through the clouds to add natural resistance to this movement. And I would suggest keeping the breathing just nice and calm, gentle and relaxing. Really love this movement. And remember, keep it safe and comfortable, so if you need to modify, then just keep the legs a little bit more upright, reducing that knee bend and just making it feel more suitable for yourself. Moving on to our 6th Tai Chi exercise. This is a strength and balance one called Golden Rooster, stands on one leg. So turning the feet out slightly, we're planting the weight on that supporting leg. I'm going to tap 2 empty stands first of all. You want to breathe in as we transfer the weight and breathe out as you sink your weight into that supporting leg. Same arm as leg is coming forwards into our strike whilst the other hand is on the table. This time I am going to add a lift up to standing on one leg. And we'll practice it as one continuous movement, so the hand and foot are moving like they are attached with a piece of string, lifting up and then moving down. Taking our feet to a slightly wider than hip width stance, we're moving on to our 7th Tai Chi exercise, which is called brush knee. Our starting position is one hand out to the side, shoulder height with the palm facing up. This arm is going to bend at the elbow to come to the ear and push forwards. The other arm is lifted up so the palm is to the elbow. It's going to drop down to the table and brush across the knee. I'm practicing this by moving my weight from side bow through horse stance and across to side bow, and again turning the waist to power the forwards push. And then breathing in as the arms lift and breathing out as I push. Let's repeat all that on the other side. And let's repeat that exercise again on both sides. Bringing ourselves to stand, feet together, and progressing to our 8th movement, which is white crane spreads its wings. Breathing in as we float the arms up to shoulder height to the sides with the palms facing down. And breathing out as the elbows relax and then the hands follow to bring the hands down in a lovely wing motion. Let's add a knee bend as the arms come down. And progress it to add a heel raise to challenge our balance. Stepping out to a wide stance and bringing our hands as fists to our hips. This is movement number 9, which is our slow punch, also known as punching and glaring fiercely. We are punching straight forwards and making a stop sign, turning the fingers to point inwards and then circling the hand around to draw energy into our fist and back to the hip. I'm sinking into my horse stance and holding it here as I perform my hand movement. And I'm breathing in as I straighten the legs, breathing out as I punch forwards, and then just calm breathing again whilst I'm performing that hand movement. Let's repeat it a few times, and this time hold our horse stance, so a little bit more challenging for our legs. And moving on finally to number 10, which is our Tai Chi heels and kicks. Plant our weight on a supporting leg and come into our T stance. We're lifting the front foot and placing it gently on the heel, and we want to retain all our body weight on that supporting leg. The arms are moving from cross hands at the bottom, lifting up and opening out with the palms facing out. And if you want an extra challenge, we are turning our head to look in the direction of our heel. Let's do that again on the other side. A good setup again for the first side, and this time we're going to lift up and add a kick. And on the final side. Let's bring ourselves into the center here with a nice wide stance, and let's gather up the arms to the ceiling. Let's turn the palms and push, holding up the heavens. Feel a lovely stretch through the body and release that stretch. relaxing as the hands come down. A big breath in, so open the chest and the lungs to get a good breath. Little extra push high, and then breathing out as the hands come down. Turning to face the corner, and let's step forwards, lifting high with the arms coming forwards, and again feeling a nice stretch through the body, transferring the weight back into that back foot and lifting the front toe and feeling a nice stretch again through the back of the front leg. Inhale as the arms rise and exhale as the arms lower. Repeat that on the other side. And returning to our hip width parallel stance, let's gather the chi, breathing in as the arms come up and breathing out and relax as the hands come down. Let's step the feet together to finish off. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Tai Chi exercises session. I do hope you enjoy all of the sessions here on the Freshfield Fitness YouTube channel. Remember to like and comment, tell me how you're getting on, and subscribe to the channel because it really does help support my channel. I hope that you've enjoyed the session, and I shall see you again soon. And don't forget to let me know which was your favourite movement. Have a great week.